How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some freaky clips that you need to see to believe. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content. Just like this. Some spooky security footage captured at a discount supermarket in the United States has left viewers asking the question, are ghosts real? In mid-September 2022, CCTV footage at a Dollar General store in Humansville, Missouri captured a strange apparition in one of the offices. The footage was uploaded to YouTube by the Humansville Paranormal Society. Take a look. At around 2 a.m, the mist-like shape moves from left to right in the back office of the store. It appears, then disappears, leaving no trace whatsoever. The OP's wife, Katrina, used to work at the store. She claims she used to hear all kinds of eerie sounds, including the freezer doors banging closed when there was no one else around. Humansville has a long history, and the site where this Dollar General store now sits used to be an old water tower, the base of which is still present on the property. The town is small, with a population of just over 1,000 people. For years, residents have been reporting strange sightings and eerie experiences in Humansville. One of the most reportedly haunted areas is up at the old Elliott Farm, not far from Simrel Cemetery, about 9 miles west of downtown Humansville. Some locals say that the property is not only haunted, but that it permeates evil. An urban legend says that the former owner of the farm was a cruel and wicked man who would torture animals. One night, after getting into an argument with his brother, he burnt down their barn, which was full of horses, just to teach him a lesson. Months later, the farm owner went missing. His family and local townsfolk led a search party, but there was no sign of him anywhere. Finally, after days of exhaustive searches, they discovered both he and his horse lying dead in a field miles from the farm. No one knows what happened or what he was doing in such a rural part of the neighbouring farm. Some say a curse or evil presence played a hand in his death. So could Humansville really be haunted? If this CCTV footage is anything to go by, then perhaps the urban legends are true, and a deep paranormal energy really is clinging to this old town. Hey gang, just a quick interlude to let you know today's episode is sponsored by Established Titles. Now, it's awesome sponsors like these that allow us to keep making the content you know and love. Well, I'm officially now a lord, and you can become one too. According to a historic Scottish tradition, all landowners are called lairds, or lords and ladies in English. So even by buying just a small piece of property, usually around 1 square foot, you can consider yourself a lord or lady. Established Titles issue title packs that give you a small piece of land on a private estate in Edelston, Scotland, and an official certificate that features a crest. Your unique plot number is registered on the certificate so you can locate your land with precision using their online locator. These make great last-minute gifts. You can make a family member, partner or friend a lord or lady with just the click of a few buttons. And what's awesome, not only do you become a lord or lady, Established Titles plant a tree with every order to help protect the pristine and biodiverse woodlands of Scotland. They work closely with non-profit organisations like One Tree Planted and Trees for the Future to support reforestation initiatives. After you receive the certificate, you can officially change your name to feature Lord or Lady, and you can add it to credit cards, plane tickets, some even use it on their dating profiles. Now, the first 200 people to purchase a title pack using my special link down below, you'll be right near my plot. So get involved, become a lord or lady, and we can build a little Slapped Ham kingdom right there in Scotland. As I said, these make amazing last-minute gifts. Now, Established Titles is running a huge early Black Friday sale. Plus, if you use the code SLAPPEDHAM, you get an additional 10% off your entire order. So head to establishedtitles.com/slappedham. That's establishedtitles.com/slappedham Grab yourself that discount, get some gifts, and support our channel. Can inanimate objects like toys and dolls become vessels for curses, spirits, and other supernatural energies? This is a question many paranormal investigators have grappled with over the years. Now, a series of eerie videos over on TikTok are also making viewers question whether dolls really can be haunted. After picking up a doll at a local antique auction, this homeowner decided to make a TikTok account called Haunted Charlotte to document the strange events that had since begun to transpire. Shortly after bringing the doll home, the couple began to find random objects on the floor. The OP's wife immediately suggested that the doll was haunted, but they couldn't say for certain. So they decided to set up a camera to film the doll while they were both out of the house. Take a look at what's being caught on film. The footage is sped up, but you can see objects begin to move around the house. Then eventually their dog walks in and gets spooked by something.
What did he see?
A second video shows some more strange activity. When the homeowner puts the antique doll next to his daughter's Cabbage Patch doll, it begins to move around.
This is what happens whenever I put her near my daughter's old Cabbage Patch doll.
The OP shows that there's no batteries and that he's actually cut the power cord inside of the doll, yet it continues to move.
But wait, there's more. I even cut the wire to see if that would stop it. Is she causing this?
In a follow-up video, one commenter suspected that something suspicious might be happening, and said that you also need to take out the batteries in the feet of the doll as well. Here he proves that they too have been taken out, yet the doll keeps moving. Wanting to know more, the OP decided to investigate the doll's history. The antique store where he originally bought the doll said it's possible it once belonged to Charlotte, Princess of Wales. Princess Charlotte Augusta of Wales was born in 1796 to parents George, Prince of Wales, and Caroline of Brunswick. She was married to Prince Leopold of Saxe-Coburg-Saalfeld in 1816. Sadly, she died on the 6th of November 1817 after giving birth to her stillborn son. It was with great sadness that the nation learned of the death of Princess Charlotte Augusta of Wales. The young princess had only been married for a year and a half, and her death came as a great shock to the royal family and the British people. To this day, her exact cause of death remains a mystery. Through a modern medical lens, it's possible she suffered from a number of complications such as pulmonary embolism, postpartum hemorrhage, or a rare blood disorder known as porphyria. Either way, her death was sudden and shrouded in mystery. Spurred on by this tragic snippet of history, the uploader decided to conduct a seance to see if he might be able to contact any spirits that might be attached to the doll. Take a look at what he captured. Even the torch on the desk begins to flicker. In a follow-up video, the OP says he took the doll on vacation with them, much to his wife's dismay. While in the hotel, they set up a camera to film the doll while they were out for the day. Take a look at what the camera captured. Tissues begin to flick out of the box, seemingly all on their own. So could this doll really be haunted? As of writing this is the last video that's been uploaded to the account. This is definitely an ongoing story and one we'll keep a close eye on. As always, I'll put links to the channel in the description box below. It's well worth watching all the videos in their entirety. Check them out down below.
dog. Ow.
This next freaky little clip was uploaded to YouTube by Carrie E. In February 2021, the uploader's home security system captured an anomaly moving through their living room. Take a look at what the camera saw.
Rewind it. It didn't even pick up that motion.
The camera, which turns on when motion is detected, captures a strange black shadow moving through the room.
It didn't even pick up that motion.
Once the figure leaves the side of the camera, the system changes from night vision to full color, as though it's trying to capture the object properly.
It didn't even pick up that motion.
The homeowner has no idea what this thing is, but asked whether it could be a shadow person. When it comes to the paranormal, one of the most popular topics are shadow people. But what are they exactly? Shadow people have often been described as dark human-like figures that are often seen in fleeting moments out the corner of our eyes. Some say they're ghosts or spirits, while others believe they're extraterrestrial beings or even entities from other dimensions. There is no definitive answer, but that doesn't stop people from wondering. There have been many reports of shadow people over the years, with some even claiming they've seen them multiple times. One thing that is consistent in these accounts is that the shadow people are always dark and lack any facial features. This has led many to believe that they might actually just be shadows or perhaps hallucinations caused by a lack of sleep, but there's no scientific explanation for why they've been seen by so many people and why the accounts are all so similar. So could this be video evidence that shadow people really do exist? Or is there another way to explain this strange sighting? Share your theories with one another in the comments down below.
It didn't even pick up that motion.
Guys, I'm Brendan, this is Ricky.
The paranormal YouTube channel ETFW recently sent us some footage that they captured while investigating the historical Rocks district of Sydney, Australia. They believe they've captured a shadowy figure on camera that's supernatural in nature. The Rocks is an area of Sydney, Australia with a long and varied history. Aboriginal people lived in the area for thousands of years before British colonisation. The area was then home to convicts and free settlers and was an important part of Sydney's early development. Today, the Rocks is a popular tourist destination with many pubs, restaurants and cafes. The ETFW team begins their investigation of the area. While searching through the remains of an old cottage, their EMF detector begins to light up. Then, while winding through one of the many back alleys, the camera picks up something quite unusual. Take a look. Watching that again, as the team passes by, there appears to be a third shadow of a person cast on the wall, despite there only being two people present. There are many stories about the Rocks being haunted, dating back to its early days as a penal colony. The old Gallows Hill sits on what is now Essex Street that runs through the Rocks. This is where public hangings took place in the early days of Sydney's colonisation. Since then, residents walking around the area at night time have reported hearing horrible screams and even seen shadowy figures disappear into nothing. Later, while getting ready to pack up, the crew noticed that the EMF reader began to light up significantly.
It is just a non-stop flashing to red. Right as we're saying goodbye, we noticed it. So again, we really didn't get anything that crazy tonight. So.
Prompted by this reading, the team decides to conduct a dowsing rod session to try and make contact with any spirits that might be present. Watch what happens.
If the spirit that I'm talking to, if you're the one making the EMF reader spike, can you point both tips of the rods towards the EMF reader? If you're the spirit that's making the EMF reader spike, point both rods towards the EMF reader.
One went.
Can you make both rods point to it? Can you make the rod in my right hand point to the EMF reader? Holy
This is got interesting. Just so you guys can see, this is spiking, and the rods are pointing straight at it.
If you died in this location, can you cross both rods outwards all the way back around to my body? Both rods, cross them all the way outwards if you died in this location. Holy fucking Brendan. Dude.
So could the seance conducted by the YouTubers really have contacted the spirits of convicts that were hanged here more than 200 years ago? I'll leave that up to you to decide.
The EMF started going nuts. It is just a non-stop flashing to red.
Ew.
This next one isn't about ghosts at all, but it's freaky nonetheless. When TikTok user Lovna Texo caught a spider in her garage, she couldn't have known the bizarre discovery she was about to make. Take a look.
Every time I touch my phone, it freaking
Tap it crazy.
moves.
Tap it crazy.
Look, look, look. But yet, I'm tapping the table and nothing. And I go here on my phone and I touch the camera. It's like if it feels what I'm touching
wait,
on
stop.
the camera.
As you can see, when she taps her phone, it makes the spider react inside of the jar.
Touch my phone, it freaking
Tap it crazy.
moves.
Tap it crazy.
Look, look, look. But yet,
Yet when the table's tapped, the spider doesn't move at all.
I'm tapping the table and nothing. And I go here on my phone and I touch the camera. It's like if it feels what I'm touching
wait,
on
stop.
the camera.
There are three possible explanations here, and they all relate to the way modern smartphones use autofocus. Active autofocus systems measure distance independently of the optical system. They do this using either infrared light, ultrasonic sound waves, or using a time-of-flight principle which shines an LED light to the subject, measuring the distance it takes to hit the target. It's possible then that this spider is reacting to one of these autofocus methods.
Every time I touch my phone, it freaking
Tap it crazy.
moves.
Tap it crazy.
Look, look, look.
So after all this, hopefully this little guy's spidey senses aren't tingling too hard.
Touch the camera. It's like if it feels what I'm touching
wait,
on
stop.
the camera.
Okay, go. Ooh, that is so weird.
How and why?
Before we take a look at some eerie home security footage, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and creepy videos. Our last clip of the day comes from the YouTube channel Kisa Kehedupan. It's some home security footage of a boy playing some video games, when suddenly things turn a little strange. Take a look.
Mom.
Watching that again, two doors open on either side of the room.
Mom.
The boy notices them, but doesn't pay them too much attention. Then suddenly, it's as though something grabs the boy's chair and pulls him backwards. He screams for his mum and runs from the room. Most viewers have been creeped out by this footage, saying that the boy's reaction feels quite genuine.
Mom.
So what do you think? Could this boy really have been attacked by some kind of paranormal force? Watch the clip again and judge for yourself.
What the
Now, if you want more mysterious video clips like the ones you've just watched, then check out these links right there. Also a reminder, we've got an awesome range of hoodies and tees. If you want to check it all out, hit up that merch shelf just below the player there. Otherwise, there's links in the description box below. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.